creativity is really essential when building AI tools for finance, because we all know that AI is great at crunching numbers and spotting patterns, but sometimes it doesn't know the full story behind like those numbers. I think, and especially in finance, I think it involves, real people and sometimes unpredictable behavior and human error as well. So the numbers don't always fit into like a solid data set because of these things. And I think human creativity comes in because they have to decide what questions really matter, what prompts they can give that essentially will solve the issue or come to a solution. So I think creativity is really, really essential, and having that mindset is very essential for AI engineers or anyone that works within AI. But it means that when you have that creativity, engineers are actually building real life financial solutions that are going beyond what's really on paper. So yeah, I think creativity is just really essential in that. I think creative thinking helps engineers in AI focused roles, because I think that it just really sets them apart sometimes, and I think that because it's moving so quick, you need to be able to adapt quite quickly, and creative thinking does help sort of get you out of this box, and having that creative mindset is when AI engineers look at a problem, look at it from different angles, try and figure out a solution, how to connect the dots, and they can build something that actually works in the real world, like with humans, with finance, because it's a few years ago we didn't have all of this. So it's like having that mindset of what can take you away from being kind of stagnant and thinking just okay, let's look at this in the bigger picture. So I think human intuition is really important, especially within solving complex financial problems with AI, because AI might flag something's odd, or they flag something, get a ticket, and it's all confusing, but it doesn't have that gut feeling where is this fraud, is this normal market behavior? I've seen this, if someone's worked in finance, I saw this actually 10 years ago and I actually think it's this, that and the other. It's about having that gut feeling and that human heart and connection to the experience that you've had, and taking that into your work, because AI can make predictions, we all know it's great, but humans decide whether or not those predictions make sense, and if they can draw on their experiences and just have that kind of gut feeling, to then move forward and challenge it or prompt it in a certain way where you kind of follow that gut feeling, and especially because in finance, having a small mistake is sometimes a huge consequence. So I think having that extra layer of human judgment and experience is essential. So I think the future for humans developing AI tools and what challenges, everyone knows it's growing so fast, and it's exciting, and some people are worried, some people are excited. So, it's kind of like that elephant in the room where everyone's talking about whether this is great or not, but it is very exciting, and it's moving very fast. So I think for anyone that's working within AI, it's just keeping up to date with how quick it is moving and doing everything they can to stay up to date. And I think that is probably what's most important. It comes back to the sort of mindset, having that mindset where if you think you've sat there and done everything, it's the next thing that you're thinking of, and trying not to be stagnant. And I think that's really important for our clients as well, because it's just about having someone that can come into the team and want to grow and want to think about a different way of working, and bringing that extra bit of knowledge that they've worked on in their own time most of the time is a mindset that is really, really valuable. And I do think with like challenges, I guess, but what needs to happen is just keeping the rules and ethics, very, very solid, and engineers will have to make sure systems are fair and safe and trustworthy, and just keeping that as an essential mindset and at the heart of what they do. And I think that long term, obviously we're going to still be making it in the loop, but I think and it's just about having that, again, mindset, but checking the work, checking everything's good, challenging it maybe, because sometimes as humans we don't want to challenge ourselves sometimes, like it's difficult, or saying that I should have done that better. But I think having that growth, and in certain situations that you're in, I just think that catching AI out is essentially sometimes a good thing, and it allows us to, and engineers and whatever they're working on, to be better.